So I think I found a solution to my problems. I am probably gonna become a nun. You're gonna be calling me Sister Maria. My YouTube channel, the content on here would have to change a little bit, not drastically, but no foul language, and there'd probably be a lot more talk about Jesus. But, you know, he's kind of the man, the myth, the legend. So he'll just, you know, we'll combine forces. We'll have Sister Maria, the woman, the myth, the legend, and Jesus together. So you're probably thinking, Maria, are you high on drugs? No. I was just like, wait, hold on, because let's backtrack. I think since I was like 17, oh, actually, when I was 17 years old, I wanted to be a nun, but then I sort of forgot about that. And I was like, okay, actually, I want to be part of a secret society that fights evil and does like karate practice and like does just like practices and reads like occult knowledge, and it's like a kind of like a society that like fights the bad guys. So I really wanted that, right? Then I was sitting here and I was like, I know it's possible because like I've read about it, and like people get like inducted into these societies and like, you know, they do really well for the earth and humanity or whatever. But I was thinking, like, what's a real world practical application? You know, what is comparable to secret benevolent society? Becoming a nun. Let me talk you through that. So basically, like, what I want to do in this life, like, I don't want to be stuck in Brooklyn. I don't really like Brooklyn. My neighborhood, fine, I can handle it. Whoa. Hold on. And now my radiator is radiating. My landlord is so cheap, he never freaking puts the heating on, and as soon as I sit down to make a video, he puts the heating on. The universe is conspiring against me. Or maybe not, because I've had a revelation, as I said before, and as I'm explaining now. So yeah, Brooklyn, whatever, like, I could tolerate it, kind of, but I've always imagined myself somewhere in Europe, you know, a nice walkable city with some really great architecture. And how could I get there? I could join a sister sect, you know? I could become a nun. I don't really know the logistics. I've yet to look this up, but yeah, what am I gonna do all day? No screen time. I'm gonna like have limited screen time. Sounds amazing to me. The only problem I've sort of encountered with this, with entertaining this idea, is that I'm gonna probably have to, like, be a Christian. And the thing is, like, I'm all down for the crew, like Mary Magdalene, Jesus' apostles, like Mother Mary, like Jesus himself, like that's the crew. Like I'm like, you guys are cool, like whatever. But like I don't really like the sort of message that's going on with, like, I don't even know how to describe it, like regular Christianity, whatever, how do you say it? Like, I like Gnosticism. Like, I've been looking into Gnosticism recently, and I'm like, My point is, I like the sort of Christian, Catholic, whatever, like imagery, like crosses, monasteries, you know, iconography, is that what it's called? Like the icons of like Jesus, and like churches and incense and like whatever, you know, I like the whole spooky vibe that it's giving. And but do I adhere to like, could I picture myself adhering to Christian teachings? Like, no. I don't really believe in a lot of the things that that Christianity kind of talks about, or yeah. And then like the whole karate thing is like, I feel like I would have a community with my sisters. You know, we would do fun things together, like crafts and study time, and we'd probably do some kind of knitting, or just like walking or making food together, like a communal sort of vibe. And I've always really wanted that my whole life, just be part of something and have a community of like-minded individuals. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna look into it. Is there like a nunhood thing that where I don't have to like, maybe they're more progressive now. Maybe they are. Yeah, maybe they're more progressive now, and you know, you don't get beat up with a stick, you know, every time you do something wrong. Wait, no. And honestly, I have no career prospects, really. I have no romantic prospects. I think this would be a good fit for me. And I'd be just doing my thing. I could still like probably have a YouTube channel, still probably make music. It just would have to be centered around God and spirituality, which is like, that sounds fine by me, you know? It's like a little bit out of my comfort zone, just because I don't agree with Christianity, like, at all. But there are some things that I'm like, yeah, that sounds like okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna look for like a progressive sect of sisters, and I'll join. So I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll probably be in France or Italia or some place in Europe. I'll be back in my homeland because I am from Eastern Europe. I'll be somewhere in that vicinity on that side of the world. And yeah, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Also, this is a video I made yesterday, but I think I'll include it because I go into my spiritual, religious sort of history, and maybe that just provides some kind of entertainment for you guys, not necessarily context, because there is none. But yeah, because I just want to become a nun because it just sounds like something I'd enjoy and I'd be not good at necessarily, but it would give me some peace for once in my fucking life. So yeah, enjoy this synopsis or exploration review of my spiritual religious history. Do you ever just want to talk to a member of a secret benevolent society? I do. I'm ready to join. Frankly, I've been ready. I don't know if they think I'm ready, but I've been wishing upon a star for many a years. I was baptized at 17. Some of you may know this, some of you may not know this. I had a bit of a, you know, encounter with the spiritual realms, but that was a decision for sure. They gave me like a sarong, like a beach sarong. They took off my pants. They're like, we don't want you to get your pants wet, so take off your pants. But I guess now I'm not going to. Wait, no, that's not how it works. I really like the idea or like the feeling of like Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, like Jesus's disciples, like apostles, like Jesus himself. Like, that's the crew, you know? I used to wear like a cross on my neck. I used to talk to Jesus like nightly, and then I stopped talking to Jesus. But when I went into spirituality more, new age stuff, I started talking to archangels, like Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, archangels. I have like a whole list. Metatron, Zadkiel, Zaphandel, like there's a bunch of them. Then I met my personal angel, Saint Ursula, through a meditation. She was great. Oh, but when I kind of rejected Jesus a little bit, I started talking to my spirit guides and guardian angels. I don't know much about them other than the fact that I pray to them like basically daily. They help me with parking. Like if I lose my keys, which is rare, I'm like, where are my keys? And they're like under the table, and I'm like, thanks. It's not like I'm not hearing them. I'm like hearing them through your inner monologue, dialogue. Like that's what I hear. So yeah, I'm sure they help in other ways, and not just with finding my keys or my hairbrush or my shorts. My automatic writing, I also got into that. Basically, that's where you channel your spirit guides and guardian angels. Well, you can channel it pretty much anybody. Basically, like, you take a paper and you take a pen and you just like write down, and sometimes your hand just, when I write it down, I'm like, this makes no sense, and I just like forget about it. But I've been doing this for a long time, so I know that it will make sense in the future. First time I did automatic writing, I was like, I don't know what the fuck this means. And then like a year later, I opened my notebook and it resonated with me. It made so much sense. And I was like, whoa. They use very cryptic language. I'm sure they're very ascended beings, my spirit guides and guardian angels, or they're from a different planet or a different time or something like that. A realm that I'm not familiar with, of course. Of course. Oh, tarot cards, which I used to be super against. I was like, that's demonic, that's demonic. Still might be, you know, but I have a lot of different sets of tarot cards, but I mainly use it for like self-development, and I'm feeling like internally confused, and I'm like, I feel so bombarded with stuff that I don't even know what I'm feeling. So they just tell me through the cards. Oh, I forgot about this. I remember like being really into NDEs, right? Near-death experience videos. I'm like interested in Gnosticism because like with everything going on in the world, like you do just start like thinking that like we're trapped here on this earth. But this is something recently I've been entertaining, because for a long time on my spiritual journey I was like, this is a school. Earth is a school. And only, I mean, I still might believe this, so I shouldn't mock it. I was thinking for a long time, and I still might think this because I'm always changing my ideas and open to new things, that like Earth is a school and for souls. And like very, like, people shit on humans. We're like, oh, humans, they suck, they're so stupid, humans. But in this theory that I used to believe in, or still might believe in, Earth is a school for ascended souls, and this is like one of the highest incarnations you could have. Like, being a human is like basically a privilege, and like not a lot of souls in this universe, or like, you know, the universal realms, not all of them like get to have an experience on Earth. So like, you know, this is like a fast track to ascension. And I used to believe, I mean, yeah, I believed that for a while, because I was like, I mean, why not? It's like pretty positive, you know? Like, you just come here, you incarnate, you go through everything, you learn how to forgive yourself, you learn different things about the world and yourself, and then you know, pass on peacefully, hopefully. And now with everything going on, like with the, you know what I'm talking about, like you just start thinking like this is a trap, which is what the Gnostics like kind of believed, or believe. Not a lot of Gnostics out there, I don't think, but like they talk about the demiurge, and how like there's like this like, I think like malicious like evil god that like put us all here and trapped us. And but it's not like completely, like the Gnostics, I'm pretty sure they don't believe that we're completely trapped here, because you can achieve, like you can escape through gnosis, which is like the knowledge of this reality or whatever. You know, it's good to have different beliefs. Not in the case of being like a satanic worshipping pedo, but you know, it's a melting pot. That's what keeps us going, you know. Okay, bye. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed today's video. We'll see where life takes me. I'll either be part of a secret benevolent order that fights evil, or I'll be in a monastery as Sister Maria with my fellow girlies, just reading and probably crying at night because I want a boyfriend.